What's up, everybody? Welcome to the men's room. It's Thanksgiving extravaganza. With me, as always, Tommy Gunn.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Camera. What are you doing?
Huh?
Why are you not on camera?
I'm not on camera.
Well, why are you on camera?
Right now.
Joining us is Channel Dad, but he's got some kind of weird picture. That's a little scary.
Channel Dad, what are you thinking about right now?
Yes. How are you all this
my
evening?
Lord.
I hope the world is a wonderful place to you.
And remove. Lastly but not leastly, super fan.
What's up, guys? Lape is just trying to be a sexy lady. He's just trying to share his feminine side with the rest of the world.
Oh, he's channel mom tonight, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought we already saw his feminine side.
Oh,
That's before exercise. You're
That's
looking at the after picture now, buddy. My milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. And they're like,
Hey, that's product placement.
Product placement. Yo, man, all right. So I went to Chick-fil-A tonight for dinner.
Me too.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Did you get sauces in your bag? Because I didn't.
Oh, better yet, not only did we get sauces in the bag, we bought the $2.50 thing of sauce that you can also buy at Target because you can never have enough Chick-fil-A sauce.
You can get sauce from Target?
Yep, Target sells it for like $4.50, $5.
I didn't
Chick-fil-A
think
sauce in a little bottle about like yay big, and Chick-fil-A sells it for like $2.50.
I didn't think Target would sell that holy sauce in that sinful store.
Well, you know, product placement, money. That's what it's all about.
Money talks. But no, it hurt right in the heart because it got home. You never check the bag at Chick-fil-A.
They've never not gave me sauce. Yeah, exactly. So you're not thinking they're not going to give me my sauce.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I read your
devastated.
message and I almost took a picture, but I thought that would be cruel. So I waited, because I knew you were going to bring it up, and I'm like, yep, I'll make sure I let him know. Next time you go, double check because y'all should have it too, where you can literally buy it. It's about that big.
Yeah,
I like that, and it's Chick-fil-A sauce in a squeezable little container.
Well, see, we can't get in the store, so I mean, I guess we'd have to order it through the drive-thru.
That's what we did because we couldn't go through the store either.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Salvador posted the picture on my Facebook. He was like, "I got the bottle." I was like, "You suck."
Yeah, I got the bottle too. So now we know what to get you for Christmas.
Oh. Hey, you remember that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Harry's sitting at the bar stool and he takes the ketchup and the mustard and squirts them?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be me with Chick-fil-A sauce. Hey, Chad, what's happening, buddy?
What's happening, fellas? On the drive down from Gatlinburg to Pigeon Forge, figured I'd come in and say hello for a minute.
Are you driving with a bunch of children in your car?
Yes.
Oh, you should have said that you're sitting at a red light or sitting in a parking lot or
We're sitting at a red light.
Yeah, he's totally not driving with a bunch of kids.
Totally not driving with a bunch of kids.
Totally not. What's up, man? So where you at?
We just left the convention center. We're literally in the middle of Gatlinburg by Hillbilly Golf.
Nice.
Yeah, we're staying in Pigeon Forge tonight and want to go get something to eat and come back and I'll be on after we get something to eat.
Did the wife let you take her Jeep? Oh, did we lose him?
I'm here. Fuck.
Hey,
shit.
Did the wife let you take her let her take you let you take her Jeep?
Hell no, she didn't let me take the Jeep.
Oh, I was about to say is oh.
She's coming up Tuesday, so she'll be bringing the Jeep Tuesday.
Oh, how long y'all staying?
Until next Monday.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dang on, that's a long trip.
Well, we got a place for a deal. It's kind of like a Wolf Creek or Wolf. What do they call them? Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
It's called the Wilderness of the Smokies. So we got a deal, and it's nice. Got a free package and everything.
Man, I hate you, Adam Shawhan. I don't hate you, but daggone it. Yo, I went to Chick-fil-A tonight, Chad, and they didn't give me no Chick-fil-A sauce.
That's
It
all
does.
that's for.
And I asked for Chick-fil-A sauce.
It does exist. And allegedly,
I don't know how you-
supposedly, if you go to Target.com, you can order it and they'll ship it to your house. So you don't even have to go to Target. You can
I don't
order
have
it
to
and
go
have
to
it
the
shipped
central
to you.
store.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to do that.
All right,
And
fellas,
then you'll
I'll be on
never
y'all.
run
We're
out
about to go
of Chick-fil-A
start
sauce
parking
again.
now,
All right, man. Hey, take care.
Be
so
safe.
Parler's in a minute.
So yeah, man, like I said, it does exist. It is real, and it's not
Oh,
bad
man,
time
I'm gonna
for
get that.
4 or
Yeah,
5
you know
bucks.
that's like one sitting, right?
I know, because gone, but it does exist, man. They gave you know what happened is they must have put your sauce in our bag because I got like 8 of these little bitches, and they normally don't give you very many of these. So because they shorted you, they purposely knew we were going to do a stream to plug Chick-fil-A. Hey, Chick-fil-A, you can send us free shit because we love you.
Hey, my wife texted me and she said, "You tell them it's okay for Christmas present because pregnant women needs her sauce."
Hells to the yeah.
Oh my goodness! I
I
love me
love
some Chick-fil-A sauce. Like,
Dude,
how do you eat waffle fries without Chick-fil-A sauce?
Exactly. I don't care what you're getting
Tommy
from
probably doesn't
Chick-fil-A.
do it, but he don't like Chinese food.
I mean,
I don't.
yeah, right. I mean, I get it.
Hold
Your
up. Did you agree with me on the Chinese food or the Chick-fil-A sauce?
Both.
You better answer that real carefully.
Well, I know that Tommy doesn't like Chinese food. Shame on him for that.
Say that.
Or
Um,
Japanese
But
food.
Chick-fil-A sauce goes good with Chinese food.
But were you just talking about Chinese food or Chick-fil-A sauce?
Both. But before that, we were just talking about the sauce.
Tommy?
All
Tommy?
right, so as the show's going on, I want
Tommy.
to everybody change their avatar.
Am I coming through, Tommy? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we can't hear you.
Then answer the question.
What?
What were you talking about? Chinese food or Chick-fil-A sauce?
Oh, Chinese food. I hate Chinese food.
But are you okay with Chick-fil-A sauce?
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh my God. All right. I'm moving my mouse off the remove button. I was getting ready to drop you like a bad habit.
I love me some chicken fillet.
You better eat you some chicken fillet.
All right, Chick-fil-A sauce or cane sauce?
So, and, we should all change our avatar to our spirit animal.
Why? Because I like being on camera.
Because I think it would be funny.
Well, I think you should be on camera.
I
I'll be
don't
on
know
camera
what my
later.
spirit animal is. Can of beer.
Tommy would be like a platinum.
Oh, I love my platinum. I'll make a man out of you.
No. No.
Spirit animal, huh?
Where are all the
a good
9
one.
other people you invited for this podcast anyway? They're in the thumbnail.
Oh, so you're
Prime's having technical difficulties. He's on his way. Oh, hello.
Movies.
I voted.
I guess that's your spirit animal.
You know, there's always the dictator. You never know. There's the dictator coming up. Or, I mean, then, all right, here we'll go to the cuteness. Are we ready for the cuteness? All right, we got the little miss. The little miss is hanging out. She's like, hey, I'm here. And then, of course, Mr. Jealous, her daddy, Frank, hanging out with Jason Mewes. I mean, come on. Doesn't get any better than that.
That is pretty dope. Thanks a lot, Lip.
You are most welcome. Now I need to wipe it somewhere. Look, I do have
wash after you
napkin
wipe.
or serviette if you are over there on the other side of the pond. They call these a serviette. They don't call them napkins. Women use napkins.
There's my spirit animal.
Nothing like a nose rag.
A dog?
And see, I can put it like this and go into store.
That's not a dog. That's a cow.
Well, see, going that route, then I could just do this.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
I
a
I am the
very
great
muscular cow.
Condolio. I need TP for my bunghole.
I need TV for my bunghole.
TP for my bunghole.
I'm from Nicaragua.
Hey, when my dad calls, it's cornholio.
Nice.
Ringtone.
Very
Yeah.
nice. I like
I
it.
guarantee you say that to a kid born after 2000, they will not know what you're talking about.
Probably right.
Why'd you take the layover away?
I didn't
How
take no
much hard
layover.
on that layover? Come on.
Is that pumpkin pie or sweet tater pie?
Pumpkin pie.
That's the people's pie.
Yeah.
Poo-tang pie.
Apparently, my daughter's watching.
That's
So
a
I'm
good way
guessing
to scare her
she.
for life.
Huh?
So that's a good way to scare her for life.
Apparently.
Well, we're pretty clean on this show. We're PG-13.
For the
Ish.
most part.
Yeah.
What in the world are you talking about?
The Swedish Chef.
Jag äter kyckling med smagosa. That's actual Swedish. Thought you had topics for the night.
Not really.
Well, I'm going to go for more beer soon.
More beer. Does that mean you're making more or you're getting more of your to drink?
Stuff I should be reviewing, but the Brewdog holiday pack, it's 12 different beers. They don't have any repeats. And I'm like, I'm not making reviews for all these. My daughter and I forgot to do that today. Forgot to put out the beer review today. Didn't even know that.
We can finally do some beach reading.
How's he do that and not show his belly button?
I am the great Cornholio. I am Cornholio. I am Cornholio. I am Cornholio. I am Cornholio.
I love it.
We have
So
to
are-
talk every few seconds or it'll get picked up.
Are y'all hitting the toilet paper shortage yet?
Yes.
No.
Started here.
People
Yeah,
are picking
they
up more. It's a little harder to get, but it's not short yet.
There was a lady pushing 2 cartfuls.
That's ridiculous.
And I
Yeah,
hope
we
they
do
know
have
that
we do
bitch
have
can
an
turn
ammo
around and put it back because you ain't getting both cartfuls, you greedy old
we
bitch.
have an ammo shortage and everyone's running out of 9 mils as well. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had an ammo shortage for a
Same here.
while. That's the problem, though. And before
It's
the
not-
election, you could find it, but the prices were 3 times higher than what it was.
it's not a shortage, by the way. And this has
No.
been going on since Obama. It's the government buying up a lot of ammo on purpose.
hmm Well, and the other issues that we're having is keep in mind we've had Remington went out of business, so they're not making Remington ammo anymore. So that's another big part of it. So their whole chain, their whole line is gone. You're not what was there. It's gone.
So wait, if I buy Remington ammo now, is it old?
if you're buying it now, it was made before they went bankrupt and shut down. They're not making any more. So it's
Dang.
getting harder and harder to find.
Huh.
So finding actual ammunitions that are made in America are getting to be harder and harder. Like for your 45, you'll find Wolf ammo. It's a decent ammo, but it's from Russia. You'll get what is it? I can't remember what it is. It's like PGN or some shit that's made out of somewhere else, but not in America. But you still have got your Winchester you can still pick up, American Eagle. Trying to remember some of the other brands that are still made actually in America. Federal, that's all still made in America. But we're seeming to have, it's kind of funny to have imported ammunition for our American-made weaponry.
Yeah.
But it's happening.
I know I've been buying Aguila, which is old, Remington.
I used to buy just straight up Remington because you could find it anywhere. You'd find it at the sporting goods stores, and it was, $10-15 a box. And then, like what Channel Dad was talking about, then all of a sudden prices went up, so you're paying $19.99 for 9mm for 50 rounds for no reason other than that's what they wanted to do. Because we had it there for a while, where like the police and the military, they were buying up all the 9mm and saying there was a shortage.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
hey,
there
while
wasn't
there-
for no reason. It was because they knew they couldn't get rid of the gun, so they'll get rid of your ammo.
Mhm.
Yep.
I mean, the
They
Department of
don't
Homeland
care if you
Security
buy
has
a
got
gun.
enough. They had enough 5-6 years ago to fight World War II at its height for like 50 years or something. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And they don't
Weirdo.
care if you buy a bunch of guns because you can't feed them.
Exactly.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Even around here, especially anything in the 9 mil and down category. I mean, if you want something, as soon as the store has it, you better buy it. They don't get many, and they're sold out very quickly.
Mm.
So, I mean, I looked at the Smith Armory Hellcat. I guess it's been 2 weeks ago, and the store chain, they have to have 4 stores. I think they're completely sold out everywhere. So, and I'm like, I need to fire this thing because it's kind of it's a compact, and I want to make sure it's going to be okay for me. But they don't even have a store model to rent for a half hour at the range.
Dude, they shut down our range. I mean, because every time you met me, which you didn't, was unbeknownst to you till about the next 30 seconds when I tell you, I had a subcompact on me at all times. I always carry because I don't care if they say, "Oh, you can't carry." I'm like, I don't give a shit because I'd rather have my gun and not need it than need my gun and not have it. So,
Right.
both years you met me, I was strapped. So I mean, which you would not know that because it's a subcompact. That's the whole point. But yeah, because it's just like I've always been that way. That's the whole point of having a permit. I legally
that's
can
part of
carry.
why, right? That's part of why I was looking at the Hellcat 13 rounds. It's small. I mean, to do is it a Glock 19? There's a smaller Glock that's the same, but you have to chamber one to get as many. But
I've got a Taurus Slim 9mm, which has an 8-round clip. So you got 9 with 1 in the pipe, or like I bought 15-round clips as well, which then gives it a little bit more. And I don't have the gun on me, but I got one of the spare clips. So here's the 15-round, so you can actually put it in there, and it gives you a little bit more when you're holding the actual gun. They put this plastic piece on there. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's basically about the weight of a 38 special, Snub-Nose 38, except for you get more bullets. And
Hey,
it's 9mm.
Seth,
Yo,
check out the link I put in private chat.
okie dokie.
Right.
I have never seen Home Alone 2, so I have no idea. I know he's in it isn't he just in there briefly?
Yeah, he just tells him where the. Wow, I can't believe they cut that out. What a bunch of idiots.
Did you see the tweet he wrote though?
I've seen a
No,
few that he's wrote today.
I haven't seen anything.
He said the movie will never be the same, and then he puts in quotation marks, "Just kidding."
Oh, in parentheses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
People don't like him just because it's popular, not like him.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to delete him from history.
Yeah.
Good
And
luck
the amount of
with that.
regulation that he has removed from impediments. I mean, the better deals with China. This is one of the things that with the last election that happened. There were a lot of unions that switched allegiances because he brought jobs back
Yeah.
to the country for a lot of manufacturing.
They're gonna really hate it when you get them 4 more years.
Yeah. Or Biden ships it to China.
That is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, I think that one image that's gone around Facebook and stuff with what's supposed to be what the military captured in that server in Germany, I think that's pretty accurate. Because some of those innards of some of those polls, this is part of what I was telling Tommy. I was talking to my son today. My throat's still kind of sore from talking too much to him, but I look at some of the innards in those polls. It's not odd for them to oversample Democrats in a lot of polls. They've been doing it for years, but some of those polls were 2 to 3 times oversampling, and they were still close. So I think they knew they were in for a crap fest. They just didn't think they'd get caught.
Well, they never think they'll get caught.
I think there are a lot of people that aren't going to publicly say, but hey, he was responsible for until COVID hit. He was responsible for bringing a lot of stuff back. We had better trade deals with China. They understood that they couldn't just, piss on us anymore. And yeah, I can complain about all the money he spent and the debt he raised, but some of that other business stuff made a lot of sense. And there are a lot of people that are like, hey, Wasn't for him, he, fighting for the middle class, we wouldn't have a lot of that stuff coming back. And as soon as a GOP or demo gets in, it's going to go right back to whatever shithole, slave
Shenanigans.
country they had it in, whether it's China or Indonesia or, wherever.
And for anybody that doesn't know what Channel Dad Brian Lape is talking about, it will be right here. There it be, as soon as the gentleman hit the share button. Boom.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if that's 100%, but I bet you that's far closer to reality.
I mean, you got people talking like Louis Gomer and people like that I kind of tend to believe.
Yeah. I mean, California's is sort of a big surprise, but there's a lot of middle class
Virginia.
people, that are like, you talk to some of his employees in his hotels and stuff, and, they like him. And there were a lot of men on the street interviews that I saw with various minorities that were laughing, saying, yeah, he's going to win. I mean, not laughing like, so not cynically, but like, you white folk are going to be in for a big shock.
And dude, like, I've had really hardcore liberal friends on Facebook that were like, he's already gonna win, like we already know it.
Like, why were they boarding up then? Like,
Right,
if they didn't think he was gonna win, why would he board up?
Well, it's because if he wins, Antifa goes nuts. I mean, there's enough wackos that they've wound up out there, and they've already turned on Biden. So even if it doesn't get overturned, these wackos are gonna make things look like Seattle is gonna pop up all over the country.
I was watching something earlier today, and I forget where it was to cite it, but they were talking about how that the machines were taking so many Trump ballots that it broke the algorithm.
Yeah, so they had to shut everything down. That's why everybody stopped counting.
Right.
And while the pipe busted and flooded.
Right.
Well, think about it. If you lived in one of these states like New York or Chicago with the insanity that was going on, and you don't want said insanity to happen, then would you not vote for the other party? One of the other parties, not even saying Trump directly. I mean, third party or Republican versus Democrat. To me, you would. We already know that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome is the true meaning of the word insanity. So
the thing that people don't realize is it'd be nice for a third party to maybe win, but they don't have the money that Democrats and Republicans have. They never will. That's right. The system's rigged to make sure they stay at the bottom.
Well, on top of, I think it's a great idea, but could a third party applicant actually run the country? Because it's basically, let's sit here and talk. And sometimes you got to have actions either way. So,
yeah,
I mean, not to knock, the idea by any means. It's great to think that it is. But when you've only got Republican or Democrat and both parties kind of suck and are only about themselves, you're kind of screwed. But in this case, I'm 110% behind Trump, as I've stated. I have no issue saying that. That's who I voted for. Happy to do it. I'll do it again. And
I've seen a lot of people because they think the election's over, they stop being Trump fans. I was like, you don't have to stop just because if he didn't win, he didn't win. But you don't have to stop being a fan of his.
Yeah. I'm not even the biggest fan of his by any chance, but he's way better than Biden.
Yeah.
And, as we've talked before, even on and off air, to go and say that Biden got all those votes and nobody else got a vote, just Biden, only Biden, I call shenanigans, man. There's just no way. There's no logic in that kind of theory. There's no way that, it's not like, okay, 1 for Trump, 1 for third party, 2 for Biden, kind of sneak that in there every now and again. No, I mean, it was like Biden, only Biden. That doesn't make any sense. The dude went 3/4 tonight with no votes. How did they all come in at the end? Shenanigans. So I didn't vote for his ass. And I know there's a lot of other people that didn't vote for him. And even people, you've seen the videos. You've seen people go on and go, normally I vote Democrat, but this time I voted Republican because I cannot stand behind Biden.
Which it's kind of hard to believe he got 10,000 votes more than Obama.
Yeah, I'm with you there. More than Obama. Obama was a likable person on screen. He said the right things. He had a great personality. He had swag, man.
But
He had
people,
swagger.
even diehard Democrats that's always voted Democrats, have always made fun of Joe Biden. You cannot tell me that he's popular.
No.
Like, you could go back into the 80s and hear people make fun of him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And he didn't help his matters when he couldn't get his sons right, and he loves to sniff hair. I mean, it's just, hook, line, and sinker. We know what was going on. And at the end of the day, something needs to be done. I did share out one of Trump's tweets today and then responded, well, what are we going to do about it? It's like, at the end of the day, let's say that what should be done is done. Trump remains president. How do we make sure this never happens again? As we have spoken before, because this isn't the first time this has happened. We've lived through it before, but this is the first time it's been this bad. And something needs to change when it comes to voter rights. All these illegals that are having the right to vote that aren't even legal citizens here, their vote should not count. I'm sorry. And if you turn around,
when you go to vote,
you register yourself to vote, you vote one time, but yet your name's been used 47 times in 30 different states. That just does not magically happen. We need a better system.
I think when you vote, you should have your driver's license, and they have to copy it on your voter registration. Like, it has to be imprinted on your voter registration somehow. So when they go and do a recount, they say, well, this is a fake ID.
But that's your problem. That's part of the problem. Like we said, in these sanctuary cities that just gave people IDs so they could be identified, they also gave them the rights to vote. South Bend here in Indiana is one of the main places where, Pete Buttigieg, that piece of shit that he is, he was one of the ones that was pushing that ID for the illegals because it also gave them the right to vote with that ID. Because when you get your license, as you guys know, or you get your IDs, they also ask you, do you want to vote? And that's how all the illegals have gotten the right to vote throughout the years, other than the fact that you've got illegals working in the offices. So, of course, they're putting in any and everybody that they know in the system to vote. But it goes back to the day that the word illegal didn't mean anything. It only means something to you if you're white, is where a lot of the problems happen. And
if you look at a map for the voting, switch it from red to blue, you have little dots surrounding the borders of our country, usually right around there, and then the rest is solid red.
Yep.
If you go local to each state, and I was like, so them little dots basically can choose which president.
I still blame the banks, man, because I think it's their influence is what
I don't think
ran
it's
by
just that.
money.
I think Trump messed up when he mentioned lowering medication, forcing them to lower medication. Because then you got the big pharmaceutical saying, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to chime in on this election. And that's one of the big keys. Banks are big, but pharmaceutical is massive. You mess with medicine, you're going to end up floating in a creek somewhere.
Well, right there, though, there's the problem. He's not playing ball with all the big players. He's not playing ball with the banks. He's not playing ball with the pharmaceutical people. And that's why they want him out. They're like, we can't have this because he's messing. You got to keep in mind, man, these career politicians that we all do not like and think should have, term limits, they're making trillions upon trillions while the rest of us are going broke. Whether you were middle class or
doctors
not,
actually
you might
get
as well.
a bonus for subscribing the expensive medicine, not the cheap medicine.
Well, and then the insurance company will say, well, we won't pay for the expensive stuff if you're low income or on Medicare or Medicaid. They're like, well, we won't cover that, but we'll cover the generic. So it's literally a twofold system where it's like, we're going to push this hot topic, this magic pill today, and it's going to be, $100 a pill, but we're going to ask $500. And, your top tiers will pay for it. Then your lower tiers won't. But don't worry, we've got a backup for that because we're going to have a generic form for them as well. So they're getting double paid. Meanwhile, the rest of us are getting broker and broker. Yeah. So, I mean, pharma's a big part of it. Big pharma does have a lot to do with it. But when you look at together, the banks, big pharma, the people that really run the world, Trump is not making any of them happy. He didn't make any friends. And, of course, they want him out.
Yeah.
They want a Biden in there, somebody that's easy to control.
Well, it's not just easy control; they can buy him.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Oh, they've
money
already bought and
hungry.
paid for him, baby.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah. Your son had drug problems. Don't worry. We'll erase all that. Oh, your other son's this. Don't worry. We'll fix that too. They've got money invested in Biden. Exactly. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So, what is everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Since this is a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for it to get off the.
Sorry, I mean, it's on everybody's mind, and
Oh, I know.
everybody needs
It
events.
really
sometimes.
is. I mean, it's blown up huge, and you know.
This is the generation of politics now. I don't know how it was 20 years ago, but these past, I'll say 6 years, that's all I've heard about.
Yep.
How are you going to cook your turkey, Seth?
Ho ho ho! We deep frying that bad boy.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Doing all the fixings yourself?
No,
Stuffing?
we got a list going around that's that people's bringing. Because unlike what our fearless leader governor says, we're having Thanksgiving.
What is your governor saying? Because I don't know. I don't follow Virginia.
Oh, they don't want nothing. Hey, they don't want nothing going on.
They want to cancel Thanksgiving
And Christmas.
and Christmas.
So cancel family.
Yes.
Wow.
And in the words of the great Dan Bongino, double barrel middle finger.
That is insane. Wow.
There's a special spot in hell for our governor.
Oh yeah, I got a sticker on the back of my Tahoe that says "My governor's an idiot." He's a moron.
Yeah, moron.
Well, they
Wait,
all are though,
absolutely.
bro. That's the problem. Whether they're Democratic or Republican, they're all the same rats that are following the fiddle, man. Every single one of them. It's like, oh no, don't do this. Now we say you can't do that. What's going to be next year when all of a sudden we're not allowed to leave the houses again? You know, can't leave your home. And all I wanted was the movie theaters to open back up so I could get some damn popcorn.
Right.
All I
used to work at a movie theater.
They bought out our Carmichael and made it an AMC. And when it was Carmichael, it was great. Every Tuesday, the movies were $5.
Oh, wow.
Matinee Tuesdays. So I went every Tuesday. You didn't have to wait like the new movies came out. It's not like you had to wait for them to hit the cheap theaters and that. No, you just went Tuesday instead of Friday night or Thursday, / Friday and the weekend. I always waited till Tuesday to go see new movies because it was $5.
What was your first movie you saw in theaters?
Mine
was Baby's Day Out.
I think mine was Dunstan Checks In, but I can't quite recall.
Hill Street Blues.
Ooh.
At the drive-in.
What about you, Channel Dad? Mine was at the drive-in.
I have no idea. It would have been. I know I saw the Poseidon Adventure in theaters in the early 70s and it scared the living crap out of me, or mid 70s. We lived in Germany. I know. I don't know. I have no. I think Herbie the Love Bug I saw in the drive-in theater in the 70s. I remember the lightning coming down in right in front of the screen, and then everything went black for about 10 minutes. But that would have been probably about 77, 76. I don't know. That's a long time ago, man. I don't know what the first one would have been. Most likely it'd been something when we lived in Karlsruhe, Germany. So someone in like 73, 74, something like that. So I'd been 5, 6 years old, 7 years old, something like that.
I just want to say shipping.
Song
and
of the
handling
South. I
is
don't know.
rape.
Huh?
Shipping and handling is rape.
It is.
Sometimes, yes.
I just bought a Christmas present, and oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Oh well, it's Christmas. Only comes once a
Right.
year.
You know, while we still have it.
Yeah, indeed.
Never thought we'd be having arguments that you're not allowed to have, holidays with your families, but wow.
This is gonna be an interesting holiday.
It's gonna be an excellent 4 years.
Yes, yes.
Because there's gonna be a lot of unhappy people. I don't know. So, have any of you guys ever messed with Twitch?
Yes.
No.
You like it?
Yeah, it's all right. There's nothing spectacular about it. That's where I've talked with like Jason Mewes and stuff was on his Twitch channel, and a couple other people had Twitches. So I originally got a Twitch channel because of DJD, because he had one, so I'd go follow him over there. And a couple other people have done it as well. Got to play Fortnite with Jason Mewes. Speaking of, when he was on his Twitch, so I got to do that. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, people seem to like it a lot. I myself have not, gamed on it or anything like that, but I'm pretty old school. I just did it on good old YouTube over here. Because I got a Twitch, and I got a D Live, and I got all that shit, and it's all because my wiener dog Frank is just famous. Or infamous. He's infamous. The infamous Frank. See, playing cards. That's what they do. They're poker players, poker wieners. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty easy. My old butt was able to figure it out and be able to log in at least, which is pretty much like, everything else. Are you contemplating on having a Twitch?
Yeah, I'm putting one together right now.
I know the platforms have made them pretty friendly with syncing everything together for when you're doing stuff. So that is the one positive thing with the upgrades that have happened over the years with the online gaming communities and sharing your videos and whatnot.
I hate how it's like your password's too easy.
Dude.
Like, no, duh, it is too easy because I want it to be easy.
Because I don't want to forget it. No, you must do this and you must do that. You must have a capital letter. You must have a funky little symbol. You must have letters.
Password is too easy to guess. Learn more. Let's see what learn more is.
Well, while you're filling that out, have any of y'all played this game yet?
No.
It's a great game. I downloaded. I got the Game Pass for Xbox here. I was able to download a lot of games, and they just started now. They flooded it with Star Wars games. So I downloaded all of them, started playing some of them. They all sucked, except for that one. That one was amazing. It had some key points that went to the old Star Wars. Like it had that character that was not Chewbacca, but he was his fur was darker. What was his name? I can't remember, but
what are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
The Star Wars, the character that wasn't Chewbacca, but he was like Chewbacca, but with darker fur.
You got a picture? Oh, yay, nay.
No.
You guys can say he's looking. Give Tommy a minute, he's looking.
He just goes off and looks and doesn't say anything. It's like dead air.
He's looking.
But anyways, it's like the planet where you go when you're to become a
Sheep?
Jedi, you have to build a lightsaber at the end to prove you're a Jedi and get the stone. In that game, you actually have to do that. You don't start out all powerful and have all these powers. You slowly work your way up to it. Like at the beginning, you can only jump. But as you progress, you can double jump, you can throw your lightsaber, everything you have to earn. So I liked it.
Cool.
Even their controls are actually really good, like the fighting style and everything. And you get to fight Darth Vader, but you don't get to really do any damage to him.
You get to fight who?
Huh?
You get to fight who?
Darth Vader.
Oh, good. You said it right this time.
But you get to fight him, but he whooped you because it wouldn't follow the storyline if you actually hurt him.
Right.
Like with that one game that came out, Star Wars, and you literally whooped the hell out of Darth Vader, and I'm like, wait a minute.
You whoop who?
Darth Vader.
All right, cool. You said it right that time.
Look, you calling him
keep
Darth
calling
Vader.
him- You keep calling him Dark Vader, and it's like, what are you talking about?
At least I'm not calling it a laser sword.
I reckon.
That was the only thing that bugged me in Star Wars when they called it a laser sword.
Mm-hmm. That was the generic wannabe thingies. Yeah.
Because it wouldn't even be considered a laser sword. It'd be considered a plasma sword.
Man, I don't care. Shut up.
You don't care?
But yeah, if y'all get a chance, check out that game. I'm pretty sure every one of y'all would enjoy it.
I might. I might.
If you have Xbox, you get it for free.
I don't have Xbox.
I have Xbox and I don't play it. Because I play PlayStation.
Yay!
But I can play my Xbox on my cell phone now.
So?
I mean, that's kind of cool. I remember when they had that app for your phone that would link your
No,
the
it doesn't
360.
link it. You can literally be at work and just get on your phone and play a video game.
Right. Well, I'm saying is before, like with the 360, where you could link your games through your phone and all that, and then you could use your phone as well, and then check on stats and all that to get to what you're talking about now, where you can legitimately play Xbox on your phone. Hell yeah.
Oh. But still speaking of the game, I will not lie, I had to use YouTube to figure out some parts of the game.
It happens. That's what YouTube's for. See, I got a real good deal. I like Lego games because I'm a very immature old fuck. And I like Lego games. But this lady sold us. It was on the PlayStation thing, or on the Facebook Marketplace. And there was a lady that had the deluxe version, which came with the Lex Luthor Lego guy. And I'm like, all right. She's like, I want X amount of dollars. I'm like, okay, that's fair. It's used, all right, cool. How much for shipping? Oh, I'm not going to ship it. Well, bitch, I guess I'm not going to buy it then. This lovely lady sold that for $8 free shipping. Another lady, the lady I bought mine from, $8 free shipping. I was like, thank you, ma'am. Can I have another? So yes, I bought it. It came today, and I have not got to play it yet, but I shall. I have stacks of Lego games all the way from like PS2 to 3 to 4 to Xbox 360. I don't think I have an Xbox One, but I don't ever play the thing. It's been hooked up. I think I own 2 or 3 games, but I don't think I have a Lego game for it yet. But yeah, it's like a brand new system.
I feel bad for the people that are going ahead and I don't believe in getting the console as soon as it comes out. Some people die hard. They want that first generation for some reason. And they're all pissed off because no store really had a big order of them because of the shutdown. So
I'm confused since Seth, you know more than I do, and Tommy does as well. Hell, at this point, late might. Like the new PlayStations, for example, I saw something where it says digital only. Does that mean you can only play the games digital?
Yeah.
So no
you have
disc drive.
to download them.
Okay, I got you. Now here's what I'm doing. See, I've got this extra PS4 here that doesn't work. So you want to know what I did while everybody's running out buying a PS5? I contacted PlayStation, and they're sending me a box to put this in to send to them so they can fix it. That's what I'm doing.
I can fix it. I fixed an Xbox 360.
I don't know what's wrong with it. You put the power cord in, you hit on it, it doesn't turn on. So I was like, all right, I'm sending it to PlayStation. They'll tell me. And I'm waiting to see what they do because I've got my Batman ones over there, and this is a backup one. And other than that, it just quit. I mean, it had issues like it wouldn't take discs. You put the disc in and it would load and start playing, and then it would just spit it out. And I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to do that, man. Because the Batman one doesn't do it. But of course, it's superior because it's Batman. It's a gray, game system. It's nice. PS4. It's the way you do it.
Here's the funny thing, and people need to realize consoles are now getting to where when a new console is about to come out, they release an update for the old console to make it slower, to make it run like crap. And the only reason why I know this, because I had an Xbox 360 that basically all I did with it was let the kids watch Netflix on it, watch movies and stuff like that. Worked great. Nothing wrong with it. I hook it up to the internet so one of my kids can play it. It says, update. So I click the update. As soon as I did, it doesn't want to read disc no more. It doesn't. The games freeze like crazy. And even if I disconnect from the internet, it still does the exact same thing. Updates are what kills devices.
Oh, yeah, man.
And they do it on purpose.
Yep. I have a third generation of the first Xbox 360 that the disc player went out in it, so it won't play discs and whatnot. But like you were saying, it's still, because it's out in my garage, which Seth, you've seen the pictures of my garage. It's more of a man cave than a garage and a workshop. But it's got the carbon fiber inlay face on it. I've got the old school 360 net card to get the internet. And I used to use that on my 56-inch TV out there to watch Xfinity. Because you used to have an Xfinity app on 360 to watch Xfinity. See, so good. You know what I'm talking about. That's how I used to watch TV out in my garage back in the day.
Oh, yeah. But see, like even we used to have Netflix on it. They stopped putting it on Netflix. Like I clicked on it, it says no longer able to play.
My smart TV had that happen with YouTube. Like I used to stream a lot of times and watch YouTube through the smart TV. And then one day the app wasn't supported anymore and it just went away. It was like, oh, now you can't do that. But I had a
you can have a Nintendo 64 and that thing will run till the end of time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just like the original PlayStations.
Now, was it Nintendo 64 that you had to blow in the cartridge?
Yeah, it was
every Nintendo.
Yep.
Every Nintendo.
Nintendo. There's both of them. Nintendo, the original Nintendo system, and the 64. Because you put it in there, slap it around a couple times, yell at it, cuss at it, work you bitch.
Now it says on the back, it says "Do not blow" on the cartridge. It says that in the back. I was like, that's the one rule every single kid has broke.
Oh, definitely. I cheated, man. Because I missed some of the older systems. Don't get me wrong. I've still got quite a few of them. But I broke down, and while we were on the Facebook, I seen a thing for this. And it's the old school Nintendo, but it's on a stick.
Oh.
So it's got all the games and stuff, and it's the old school controllers.
And crazy. You have that big old console, and they can make it that small now.
Oh yeah, and I'll even open it up. And I bought one of these for my brother, the one that got sick. So you got to put in AAA batteries. So there's the controller though.
Oh, so it's wireless.
Yep, it's wireless, and it's a USB drive, basically. That's all the bigger it is, and it's got like 900 games on it. It's got all the Nintendo. It had a Dirty Harry game I didn't even know they made. But all old school Nintendo. It's a bunch of fun. And it wasn't very expensive, but I bought it, tested it out. Well, my brother was sick and then had to coordinate, stay home and stay away from everybody. I'd gotten one for him as well because he used to love Nintendo. But that's all it is. It's a mini game box. It's an old school Nintendo. It was like $40, I think, $35. Hours of fun playing the old school games. And I've got it's shaped like Pac-Man's face, and it's got all the old school Pac-Man games in it with the little stick and the 2 buttons. It's one of the, you know, like you plug into the red, the white, and the yellow, the component video. There we go. That's what it's called. Make my brain work. The component video on the old school TVs. And I got one of those too. But hell yeah.
That's composite video.
Composite,
Yellow
there you
cables, composite. Component video is 4 cables just for the video.
There you go. Thank you.
Red,
Right,
white,
that's
green,
what the
and
newer
sync.
TVs are.
Yeah, don't talk cables, man. Oh my gosh. Ah!
Well, I had to get late to say something. He's been quiet for
my
forever.
gosh,
So
I've
I
been
know if
through
I messed
cable
up on the name
hell.
he knows about, he'll correct me.
I've got an old DVD. It's a DVD VCR combo, and yeah, I can do the component video. It is definitely better. I don't have an S video cable, but
Right.
the RCA jacks. So red and white are your right and left channels, and
Yep.
yellow is your video.
Damn right. Hells yeah.
And Tommy, it's called very large scale integration. That's how come they can take a whole system and make it a single chip. Lots of transistors.
Yeah, I like that idea though, Labe. I did enjoy that because if they did that for because I saw where they did like the retro Ataris or they do the retro.
I got that. I got one of those, and it's got a zillion Atari games.
Mhm.
But the thing that irritated me the most, the Space Invaders, is not Atari Space Invaders. It is the arcade version of Space, and it must be a clone because it never gets harder. It's been like 3 years since I hooked it up, but yeah, I hooked it up. I played it, and I never died once. And I got sick of playing Space Invaders. I'm like, they're not getting closer. They're not getting faster. This is getting stupid. But yeah, it had Pitfall and Combat and all those. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it is kind of hit or miss. It is nice that you've got one with Nintendo with a lot of games on it. Cause some of those I waited, mine is just a controller. So it's hard to do. I don't know if you can even do 2-player. Maybe I think you can. No, I take that back. It's like a shrunk down version because they had some that were just a controller. This is a shrunk down version of the console, except no cartridge slot.
Right.
But yeah, they had Sega. They had it at Sam's, and I didn't realize the high demand of that thing. I should have bought 3 of them and sold 2 of them on eBay for twice what I paid for it.
Mhm.
It had ColecoVision and it had Intellivision. And Prime might remember Intellivision. The Intellivision system was very good, made by Mattel, and the ColecoVision was pretty good, obviously made by Coleco. And they just decided on a whim to just get out of the video game business. And they opened the door for Nintendo, and they walked through and beat the living crap out of everybody.
Mhm.
Because Atari couldn't find their way out of a paper sack by that time. The 2600 was too popular, and they needed to have that compatibility. They realized it too late. They had, I think, the 7600 and the 5200. The Coleco was Intellivision was a bit better than Atari, and Coleco was a bit better than them, but it was not as good as the Atari. I think it was the 7200 or 70, whatever the last system they were supposed to come out with.
Right.
But it had stupid controllers and a bunch of other nonsense, and they basically. The first Nintendo system, they basically took an Apple II computer, not quite. They used a 6502. They used a better processor because by then RAM was cheap enough, and pretty much revitalized the video game market in the States.
Have y'all seen? It's called the paper TV yet?
Nope.
The thing is literally looks as thin as paper, and you just stick it on your wall. Don't mount it. You stick it on your wall, and a little cord comes down, and then that's where all your controls and speaker bar is. It's separated, and you can bend it and everything. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, the Atari Jaguar. I never saw one, but yeah, I now I looked it up. Now you said something, like I looked. I'm like, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, it was crazy looking.
Yeah, that was in the 90s. That was a handheld unit. And it was stupid expensive. The 90s were an interesting time because for a long time you had Nintendo and you had Sega finally came along.
Mm-hmm.
And back in those early days of, when you had the Atari 2600, well, the VCS as it was called originally, And then you had Intellivision, and you had a different Atari. You had ColecoVision. You had there was some other system too out. And then you had clones of the 2600. But you had this, you'd get the same game on every platform, right?
See, that's what a paper TV looks like.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So that's like an LED, a thin LED.
Yeah.
And then all that collapsed, and then Nintendo came out. You had this Sega Master System, right? Is that right? And and then in the mid 90s, we had kind of a little bit of a renaissance to the back of the days of lots of different consoles, because you had the Neo Geo, you had handhelds like the Atari Jaguar, eventually you had the Sega Saturn, you had like 5 or 6 manufacturers of stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the controller for the Jaguar. That's nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it being handheld. I just thought,
Okay. I must be remembering. I know they had a handheld.
They had a handheld, but I don't think it was the Jaguar, buddy.
Yeah.
Because I remember the controller. When you said the controller was nuts, I was like, yeah, that was the Jaguar, and that's why I was pulling it up, because I'm like, that is just insane.
Yeah, that was like Sega with an Intellivision controller on the bottom, because Intellivision had that upside down disc, and you had the numbers on the top and the buttons, and then you had I had a ColecoVision. I had something else too. They've long stopped working, and I got rid of them a long time ago. But
I mean, think about it, man. We've been able to watch us be amazed by games like Pong, and now we're to where we are with gaming as of today.
Right. And then for a long time, you had the console, because of PC games were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I had a PC. We had a PC AT clone, and it had the enhanced EGA graphics, but it didn't have a sound card. And so to get all that, you had to pay so much money. I mean, yeah, you can still get a $5,000 gaming rig, but you're going to get something insane like 200 frames per second and 5 screens and a bunch of other nonsense. But there was too many variables there. And the Apple II GS there in the late 80s had it had a sound chip, Symphonics and something, but it had an FM synthesizer essentially, and it had a synthesizer chip. Whereas like the Commodore 64 had 4-voice sound manipulation, you could say, and the Apple II, you had to actually literally change the voltage, the frequencies on the line to the speaker to change. But by the time you get to Intellivision or ColecoVision, they would play music. And for a long time the PCs were just horrible, and now it's in many ways it's somewhat the opposite, where the consoles are okay, but get an $800 computer and it's better than an $800 console. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, like the whole reason I bought this the Wii, because I still have a Wii too, it had the Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Take the controller, turn it sideways and play. Yeah. That also has it, and that was like one of the main reasons I bought it, because I remember the arcade Punch Out game before Mike Tyson. That was going back to the days of arcades, where we went to arcades and played arcades, and that was life. Going to the mall, go to the arcades, hang out with your buddies, go do stuff. Yes, boys and girls, there was this wonderful place called a mall that had these wonderful things called stores, and we call them brick and mortar these days, but now you're not allowed to go in them. But they used to have arcades in them, and you would go and you'd put $1 bill in the machine, and it'd give you 4 tokens, and you would go and spend those tokens on video games, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, that the Tyson, then the Tyson came around and Punch Out changed to that. But I remember the original arcade game, and that was a lot of fun. Kind of like when they came out with the 4-player X-Men game, which then they came out with the 4-player Simpsons game, and those kind of things. But yeah, I miss arcades. I really do.
Well, the malls might be coming back with something similar to arcade. They got this virtual reality game room now. It's basically like laser tag, but you see the person as something else. And I was looking into it, and it actually looked really good.
I'm just wondering how far to go. When I go out in public, should I start dressing like Cabal for Mortal Kombat? Because I'm really tempted to do it. Just saying.
Do it.
The 2 hook swords, especially, the armor, being able to breathe. I'm so ready. I miss the old school arcades, man. They've been they were dying long before COVID. And, you know, granted, like Lape was saying, you could pretty much build your own gaming computer and you don't even have to spend all that much money to have a semi-decent one. You know,
For $500, you can build a crazy gaming computer.
There you go. So, I mean, I have one. I just have to get it fixed because for whatever reason, it just doesn't like me. And, well, you know, shit happens. Plug it in, turn it on. And then I'm assuming it's the video card. So I took it out and I ran off the motherboard and then it just did the same thing where it's on, it's running, but there's no video. So I'm like, yep, time to take this. Somebody knows how to fix this stuff because I am not that guy. Not no more. I just can't see them teeny tiny little screws. Look, y'all like to laugh a lot, but I stabbed myself in the hand twice just taking a damn PlayStation controller apart to fix it. Because of them itty bitty teeny tiny little damn screws that you can't see. And I'm sitting there fiddling, farting around with it. Ah, that was my hand. Up again. Great. I used to be able to tear stuff apart and fix it without any issues. Man, now anymore, I can't even see to do it, or the things are, my damn big American hands are too big. They're too big. I need these little itty bitty baby hands. Mandalorian baby hands.
Mando.
I need the
Which I need to
child
watch
baby
that.
hands.
I didn't see this week's episode.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying that's, you know, I was thinking of, you know, instead of saying something very unappropriate, I would go with the child baby hands. Yes,
No,
sir.
I do want to go. I do want to watch it. I just haven't had a chance to get down there and watch it.
Shame on you. I watched it before the stream.
I usually do, but I was running around all day.
That's all. Well, no, we know the truth. It's all right. You're with friends. You're in a safe place. You are massively depressed about not getting that sauce.
Hey, I just gotta
Ruined
say
your
one
day.
thing.
Oh,
Y'all told me to watch The Boys. Y'all did not tell me there was going to be a creature that strangled somebody with a certain part of their body.
Oh, come on, man.
you can say it now.
With his penis.
With his schlong. And I brought that point up to you a while back when I said, when you see what we're talking about, you're going to come up and say, you guys didn't tell me. And look,
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah,
Schlong death.
yeah. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. I've forgotten about The Boys, to be honest with you, because I've been mandoing it up with Jezer beforehand. Actually, we watched that in one of David Chappelle's specials, and then I ran to the store, and I came back here, and then jumped on with you guys. It's like, hails to the air. I look forward to my Fridays.
I showed my dad that clip, and he goes, "What do you watch?"
What kind of porn are you watching, boy? I don't know if this is okay. Something's wrong with you, child. No, it's a good. So, what are you thinking so far? Not too bad, huh?
It's not too bad. What's her name just reminds me too much of Wolverine.
I got you.
Kimiko?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll change. Just
Yeah, I
keep.
would
You
agree.
haven't got all the way through it yet, right?
Yeah, I've gotten all the way through it.
Oh, you did. Okay, well then
Yeah.
never mind. I'll gotta keep them up.
That's the part that reminds me of Wolverine is the very end when like she snaps the neck and then like you're like, she's dead. Okay, and then all of a sudden she comes back to life.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
If only her brother had
Right.
that.
No, he had to have
Poor
bust
fella.
wrists and then yep. But they took care of her in the end, blowing her up, and you know.
That boy though, the way the mom died, I was like, man, come on now.
Didn't see that coming.
Hey, Prom.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Hey, man, did you get my invitation for the Christmas party?
I did.
Okay. Well, I just want to let you know you were invited. I don't know if you can make it. I told everybody.
That's right.
No, I was
Invited
actually
everybody.
considering it.
You know, if you can, we'd love to
You have
have
to
you.
do overnight lodging, and but it's not, it's not like driving to the West Coast. So,
Right.
but
So-
it is kind of a drive to the West.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Hold on. Time out. What do you mean lodging? It's a slumber party at Seth's house.
No, my man. We wouldn't impose like that because if
No,
we went, it'd be me plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we can BYOF. Bring
I
our
mean,
own
if you had a
food.
camper, I'd let you set up out in the driveway.
Well, yeah, but we don't, you know.
There are relatively good, nice hotels that are not breaking the bank.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't even speak.
Oh.
That are pretty close. So
Yeah, they're like 5 minutes
I'm just
away.
bummed. I'm just bummed because I had to try to get this thing going, and I had to switch over to a new computer. That's why the old icon's on it. So
Oh.
anyway, I'm bummed out. But anyway, yeah, let's have fun.
While we still can.
I was actually pulling a legacy lape and just sitting here and saying nothing.
You was
like that?
I did see.
Yep.
I did like the steampunk look you had last week, though.
Yeah, what I had to do is break down that whole computer system to move the desk, and then I tried to reset it up and it didn't work, so I'm up here in my Mac instead of the PC, because the only PC I have is a PC shit. That's what I got.
Well, I'm just
So
happy
Lape,
I'm not-
are you walking the dogs, Lape? What's up?
I'm just happy to not be the only one on a Mac at the moment.
No, man, I got my Mac Pro big tower.
He's got an ancient Mac, older than mine.
I'm on an iMac, like the 26-inch, all in one.
Giggity.
I got a
Giggity. It's about 5
iMac.
years old though. But you guys
10-year-old
like
iMac.
jokes. Go ahead, Lape. I'll tell you guys a joke when Lape is all done talking.
I have a Mac Pro. It's still very viable.
I am putting batteries in my keyboard.
Hey man, here's
So if
three.
you got a
places.
Tower Mac Pro, you can't run the low.
$71.
I'll try that again. Later.
43, but that's kind of that is
What?
Yeah.
Nah, go
And then
big. Go
there's-
big or go home. Give me the.
That one's a nice. Well, you don't have to go big. I mean, it's Salem, so you know. I mean, the Comfort Inn. The Comfort
You
Inn
have a
suite-
Marriott Town Suites. That's all I work. That's all I stay. That's where I stay.
Dang on, man. Let's see. I know it's closer into Roanoke.
You want to stay in Salem. It's like Mayberry.
Right.
Yeah, we want. We might make a weekend of it.
By Wendell. Let's see.
I mean, we're not going to stay a weekend at your house. We're
Oh,
not
okay,
going,
cool.
but it'll be. Come in, have fun.
Holiday Inn.
Guys, have my 2 presents ready
Yeah.
because
There's
it
a
is
courtyard.
it is
courtyard
birthday
by
and
Marriott.
what is it,
Marriott.
courtyard. Yeah, that's a good one.
But that's in Roanoke. That's a good 20 minutes away from my house.
20 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
You got the
Now
Hyatt.
you're moving further out, right?
Yeah.
Now you got to come back left.
Did you send it from the men's room email address?
What?
The invite.
No, it's on Facebook Messenger.
All right.
It's on.
Here's Oh, that's in the hood. You don't want to go there.
No.
Yeah, keep me out of the hood, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. To stay out of the hood and stay in a nice place, I think you'd be better off right in through here.
Yeah.
Because this is,
I mean, I want to wake up and, from the hangover and everything and look over and see Mayberry and Postman walking his route and
Yeah, we actually
people
have that.
shaking hands and people on bikes,
Yeah. And
old timey
no hold up.
bikes. And then when you see a bike, every time you see a bike, you hear gring, 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 gring.
Yeah, I would like for you to see that too. I mean, you have a better chance of seeing that in Salem, though.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Well, we can check it out.
And
We'll see. We'll see.
these places right in through here are about less than 10-minute drive to my house.
Okay.
But we could sure do all that off air.
Definitely.
Show the distances and whatnot.
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Giggity.
So talking about that, have you heard about people that are like on Twitch and stuff like that getting? I think it's called swatted.
Oh yeah, this happens all the time. Used to happen on Facebook. Used to happen on what was the other one when they were streaming? Yeah, if they didn't. I remember reading a story that if they were playing a game like an Xbox game on live stream or whatever, and they were streaming them playing the game, and something like they got into a beef, they would swat the person just to watch him get
Busted.
busted
Yep.
because they didn't like his gameplay or something he said on gameplay.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. You can search the web, people getting swatted. It's not hilarious, but it kind of is.
It's immature, hilarious because it's hilarious. You can't say it's not. I mean, if it happened to you, you'd be pissed, but it's still funny.
Nice.
That is totally me. That
Hex
is
yeah.
totally me.
A couple of people did get killed because of it. They got shot by the police.
Yeah.
Man, that is totally me.
How'd you
I
have
don't
to
know
go
if anybody
dark
doing
with
it in a long time though.
No, it's been a couple years. I remember, maybe longer than that, but
What is the person that called? Do they get prison time, or is it?
If they can figure it out.
Yeah.
If you're on a VoIP connection, you can spoof a phone call, a number. You can
Yeah, that's
very
true.
easily. I mean, heck, you can spoof an IP address too.
I think what these kids were saying was that we think that he's doing something with weapons or something like if he had a weapon in the background, they could definitely get him on that. You just have your M14 sitting in the back because you're gonna go hunting the next day or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, we got him."
There you go, Seth. You got a follower.
FBI.
We're on Twitch?
he's gonna shoot.
Yep.
Yay!
Because I
So-
just followed you, son.
Thanks.
Yep.
Does any of y'all drink Red Bull?
No.
Hell no. Drink Monster Ultra.
Red Bull. What are you trying to kill us, old fuckers?
Yeah,
If y'all do though,
that's a myth.
I know.
try Arctic Berry. It tastes like Blue Sour Patch.
Hmm.
And it's Red Bull. It's actually really good.
I'm not supporting Red Bull
Why?
Because it's evil. It claims it has
because it's owned
not.
by. There's a major stakeholder in it that I don't like.
Well, I don't know. No.
I was just going with the immature joke, so
Oh.
Now I drink Monster Zero Ultra, the white can,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
of course.
Yeah, it's got no
My
sugar.
brother drinks about 12 of them a day.
I'm up to like 3 or 4. That's not good, but I don't give a crap. I don't fall asleep. But what I just found, and Channel Mom might figure this out or might remember this. I just found a 6-pack of bottled Fresca. How about a Fresca?
How about a
Oh, I
Fresca?
like Fresca.
How about a Fresca?
How about a
I
Fresca?
remember drinking it as a kid, and then I was
Oh,
like,
geez,
I just found it, and it tastes almost as good as a white Monster.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
Giggity.
So yeah, my son and I were goofing around in the Walmart, and I go, "Hey, how about a Fresca?" And he starts laughing, and I said,
right, Lake.
"No, how about a Fresca? Get me a Fresca."
Hey, Lake,
So-
check your notifications. I just sent an invitation. I'm sorry. You guys can continue.
He's checking batteries or something.
Mhm.
He's sorting his AAA batteries, his AA batteries, his D batteries.
Hey,
And
no
C
joke
batteries.
aside, though, about batteries. You better get some now while you can, because that'll be one of the other things that go disappearing like toilet paper.
True. I just went to CVS. You guys go there?
Yep.
Anyway, they have a product called Battery Daddy. I don't know if you've seen it.
Mm-mm.
And it's basically a carrying case, and you put all your batteries. I mean, you could put like 45 or 50 batteries in it. And you carry it on one side, it's like double A's and triple A's, and you flip it up. It's like, it's like almost like a tool chest, but it's a handheld little case. Get a couple of those if you have like a 40% off or something. Normally it's $19.99. I got it for $12 and I bought 2 of them. And you get all your batteries and start putting them in there, and they're, instead of being in these little boxes, they're in this case. It's so cool. Look it up. Battery
talking
Daddy.
about batteries, I had an idea that bugs me that they haven't thought of it. Okay, could you imagine buying power tools, the battery power tools, but it looks like a battery, but it has a cord sticking out of it, so you can run it as a corded tool too.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like, does
All right,
that
I'm
not
sorry,
like
can I
sound?
say it again?
Okay, you know how you have your battery power tools, but
Yeah.
you're working with it and you're grinding or cutting with a saw, and it runs out of battery.
Yeah.
What if they had a battery that actually had a cord sticking out so you can run it as a plug in? Instead of a battery power, it's a plug power.
So kind of like a built-in charger.
Technically, but it wouldn't be a charger. It'd be just where you can adapt a cord to it.
Tommy, you stop. That's the devil talking.
There it is. The Battery Daddy.
Battery
battery
Daddy.
organizer and storage. Yeah.
That's a good price.
So I get to hook up. My cousin works for Interstate Batteries, and I can get a box of like 50 double A's for like $5.
Nice.
Well, then I'm gonna
put them in the Battery Daddy.
I'm gonna send you some money because like this damn thing goes through almost 2 double A's a month, and that's what keeps me alive. So
What is it?
That's the insulin pump.
Oh.
So because I go wherever I can find big, massive amounts of batteries, and I buy the batteries because I gotta keep them to keep me alive.
Do you have a Harbor Freight where you live?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if they're still doing this or not, but if you bought something, you got a pack of batteries for free.
Oh wow!
And it's like a pack of 20 or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Chip and Joe's when you bought them. Oh, you got toilet paper for free.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's like, this is for after. Taco Bell needs to do that.
Yeah, they do. Well, that's why they give you the receipt.
Yeah. Now, you want to know something cool about a receipt that I found out? You ever seen a hair straightener?
Yes, I have one.
Okay. Take that and put it on a receipt. It'll turn that receipt black completely. I don't know what's in it, but you put that on a receipt and it turns the whole paper black. I thought it was cool. Doesn't burn it. It's something with the paper. It's meant to do that.
Well, I mean, a hair straightener doesn't burn hair either. So
Yeah.
I mean, it could just be because it's not hot enough. Because you take a lighter to it, and guess what? But yeah, I mean, I know
a curling iron wheel.
Black, so that would prove you're not racist because you got an all black receipt. That's right.
I don't know if that's the way if a receipt actually has ink in it now, or if they just basically use heat to print out the numbers. Because it saves on the ink. All right, we got dead air.
Yeah, I'm doing too much behind the scenes.
Shame on you. So trying to have a gigantic Christmas orgy at your house party.
My mom's
Pajama
gonna
party.
hear that.
Pajama party.
Hey, last week my dad was all like, "Man, they're gonna turn that into a meme like Bye Felicia." Like, remember Sorry Says Mom?
Yep.
And Chad started making memes about it. He was like, "Oh, Sorry Says Mom. Oh, Sorry Says Mom."
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Toga. At Seth's house. Toga party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell you what happened funny at my work.
Do it.
So a tractor trailer came and asked if we want any bacon, that it was still frozen. It was 400 pounds of bacon.
Nice.
Seth got some.
Very nice.
I got 17 pounds of bacon
There's nothing wrong with that.
for free.
I got 17 times 3.
And you
What is that?
Nice.
I don't remember.
I'm going to use bacon for my bread on my BLT.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't do that, I would punch you.
You don't do that already?
Have you seen them do the whole like the way that they layer it out, like like weave it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna do like that?
Well, I was actually thinking of creating something, and I don't know how it will work. I was thinking of making a pie using sausage gravy, doing a biscuit at the bottom, then doing sausage gravy, and then weaving the bacon like the top of the pie.
Mm-hmm. So what part are you stuck on?
I don't know if it'll actually taste good though.
So step one would be you'd have to do your crust, and you'd kind of have to par bake that, then put your gravy in there with the bacon, and then finish it off that way. Because you would not want to do the sausage gravy with the raw dough, and then you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You're going to want to par bake those biscuits and get them at least half of the way done. And then,
but would you make it personal pies, like the little pies?
Well, I mean, we're fat ass Americans. No, you would do a regular size pie dish.
Because like you couldn't slice it, so you just literally have to dig in like a pot pie.
Well, I mean, you could slice it. It would just be sloppy.
Yeah. Like a pudding pie.
Again, Americans, we'd be all right. But I mean, that's what you're saying. You could do it more on the individual size.
Dang.
So you could just be like, here's your pie.
Yeah.
Tommy, dude, here is a truck for you.
What? Oh, how much?
All right, it's got 2 motors with it.
Yeah.
If you get the 302, he wants $2,500. But if you get the 390 FE, he wants $5,000 for it.
With that, I'll just get the body and then put a 460 in it.
Well, he's got a brand new, fresh 390 FE with all the paperwork. He paid $3,000 for the motor.
$1, Bob. Here's your $1. Glad that's what you paid. This is what I'll pay you.
I mean, it's a good looking body. The paint's obviously all to pieces.
Yeah.
But dude, that thing.
Why he stopped the project? Did he find something else?
He's got a baby. He's got a baby on the way.
Oh. I want your cousin's truck.
He shouldn't have been silly. He should have protected his Willie.
Now all his toys have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 3-speed on the column too?
Oh. It's funny now. Our generation desires manual. But back in the day, automatic was like your luxurious model.
Yes, it was. That is
and
correct.
Now it's flipped. It's weird.
Dude, you can pick that thing up, man.
You
can pick that thing up, man, because it's got a pretty decent body.
Oh yeah.
The body looks real good.
I want a high boy though.
I mean, I know you do, but it's still
close.
You know.
Yeah, Tommy, you have to pay extra to get it in an automatic form.
Yeah.
Back in the day, being the youngest,
it's a short bed 2-wheel drive.
So your choices are 2,500 or 5,000. Is that what you said?
Yeah. 2,500 for the 302.
I think I'd go with the 302 because Tommy doesn't give a shit about the motor. He just wants to try.
Right. I mean, I think it's a good looking body for $2,500.
Or I contact him and be like, "What if I take no motor and you don't have to put a motor in it? You just give me the truck."
Yeah, you just like $2,000. We'll come pick it up tomorrow.
1,800.
Oh, yeah.
Because that gives you room to barter.
1,500. Hey, 1,500 and 17 pounds of bacon.
Yeah, right. No. 5 pounds of bacon. I'd say 1,800 just because that way it gives you a couple grand to get to that $2,000 mark.
Yeah.
So, do y'all know when the first backup camera came out?
No.
Depends on what kind of backup camera you're talking about there, Junior. Giggity.
It came out in 1956 in a Buick.
Well, hot diggity dang.
That Buick, that's for them old people who can't see.
Mm-hmm.
But in 1956, and it's now becoming like a common feature.
Well, yeah, but what did you see in that 1956? I mean,
The back piece was huge. It
Yeah.
was basically used more sonar than camera.
Yeah. Ow. I mean, the Germans had wired controlled air launched missiles in World War II, but they didn't work too well. Until we didn't have those on our tanks until the 80s with the Tomahawk missiles. I mean, but they had a thing where they could launch an air to ground missile. It had a tiny little TV screen, and it had a wire that went out with it. I forget what its range was, but
right. Oh, Tommy, you're talking about the futuristic from the 1956.
Yeah.
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 I mean, was that in something they released, or was that in their concept car?
Concept car. Yeah.
I mean, I remember looking at some RVs back in the mid 90s, I guess early 90s, that had TV. It was black and white, camera so you could see. It's nothing like now where it not only shows you, but it shows you which way your car is going and your sides. And
you can see the top view, which is weird.
Yeah.
That's a badass car, though.
Now, did you see the one where you could actually take the steering wheel off and drive with the shifter?
No.
I'll see that car. Yeah, there was a car that came out that you could literally pull the shifter off, scoot to the center of the car, and drive with the shifter. See if I can find a picture of it. It was a concept car.
Talk about making video games come to life, man.
Giggity.
You better be wearing that seatbelt or you're going to be all racked up.
Well, remember, bro, you didn't have a seatbelt in the center. You had the lap belt, but not a shoulder one. So you're really in for a.
Well, but if you're moving your seat over,
yeah,
who knows? So, I mean, did you show a picture of the Buick? Because I didn't see it.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I'll show it.
I just pulled it up. I
okay.
just Googled it, Mr. Lape. I just Googled real quick when he was talking about it. And I was like, oh, the concept. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
backing up files off my server, so
Hold on. Well, I'll just
You got to put your glasses on, bro.
share my
All right.
damn page.
no,
I got it.
See the screen
You got
at
it?
all.
All right, Tommy, cool. Gotcha, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Looking car.
Now, is this the one with you can move the seat over?
No, I
No,
gotta find that one.
So that's the camera
Looks
in the
like
back.
an airplane without wings.
Yeah, I think that's a Winnebago with wings. We know that's the real sequel to Return of the Jedi.
Mhm. Spaceballs 2, the search for more money in a Winnebago with wings.
That's essentially what the Last Jedi was.
Mm-hmm.
And oops, we lost money.
The Roys, the Roys of Palpatine.
It's roising.
Mm-hmm.
Roising up.
Lost what happens when we take the blue pill. Eating.
Perhaps you think you're being treated unfairly? No. Good. It would be unfortunate if I have to leave a garrison here.
Well, I mean, we did learn what happens when spaceships run out of gas. That's your automobile. It just sits there.
Fuck Ryan Johnson.
Mm-hmm. And Disney, period. End of it. Their soy wars wannabe. Oh, it's even worse too because they came up with the Lego, and I like how Lego stuff. And you guys know this. I'm a big Lego fan, but man, the holiday special they came up with, I'd rather watch the one from the 70s than watch what they just came out with. Ugh, it's horrible. Give me the original holiday special over this.
Wasn't that
Lego Disney?
Didn't it just
holiday.
have an anniversary?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 37 years or something.
I think so. Let's see.
Hey, do you remember when that came on?
I want to say it was 78.
The holiday special. Like, I mean, I sat and watched it. It was awesome.
Yeah. 78 release date,
78.
November 17th, 1978.
That was the very first time I was on the fan cast.
October 17th of 1978. Congratulations. No, I know.
Sorry. No,
We
sorry.
watched
We
the
were
holiday
watching-
special
We
Yeah.
watched the holiday special.
with commercials.
Commercials were awesome.
I knew what he meant, Leif. I just had to give him shit though. I was like,
I
man,
know.
he's a time traveler.
I remember watching most of it, and then we had to go somewhere, and I didn't get to see the end. And I asked some adult who watched it. No, they were just playing with their toys or something. But yeah, because it was like 2 hours long, wasn't it?
I think it was a 90-minute special.
Yeah.
CBS. Dun, 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 dun,
What day of the week did that come out on?
I think it was a Sunday. Does anyone want to check on that? The veracity of that comment?
Right.
No.
Now I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
I'm checking right now.
I don't know either.
I don't know what that says either, damn it.
When I'm on air, she's on the air. I don't know. It doesn't. It just says November 78. The Wikipedia page doesn't say what date it was on. Am I missing it? Am I blind? November 17th.
Yeah, it was 17th. That's
Holy
what
crap.
Superfan just said.
Yep, because I Googled it.
Giggity.
Friday. I do believe it was a Friday.
Tommy, look at this mini bike.
Yep.
Friday night.
Ooh,
I crashed your party.
that is all motor.
Dude, you're sitting on a motor.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
That
Yeah.
would
You
be
not burn your
awesome.
legs.
And that's what she said.
That would be
Giggity.
awesome.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
Come from someone that has rode a mini bike and burnt their leg on the exhaust.
That's why you wear welding pants.
I was wearing shorts. That's my fault.
There you go.
Short welding pants? Or
Uh-huh.
just shorts?
Shorts.
Oh.
I was thinking of the skorts. You know, he's wearing a skort welding.
Well,
Dress
see,
pants.
back when I was probably 14, my dad he was watching American Choppers, and he got really into building mini bikes. And he built them, and we would always get all excited about riding them. I didn't even think about it, and I wore shorts, and he had basically a guard, and it had holes in it. Well, it heated up so bad when my leg touched it. For like a year, I had an imprint of the exhaust on my leg.
Nice. You did it right.
How did
Congratulations.
you-
America.
2 thumbs up, man. You did it right. Just for you. If you're going to do it right. America.
We still have one of them.
Wait, Tommy, you said shorts, not assless chaps, right?
Yeah.
Shorts? Okay, all right.
Dude, I need to. I should have asked to see that go kart today.
Oh yeah,
Dang
we're
it!
putting it's a 670 Predator motor on a golf cart.
That thing's gonna be insane.
You'll be able to get to the gas station really quick.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
what does that mean? A 670 Predator engine?
All right. It's a Predator. Predator is a company that went out and designed motors based upon a Honda small engine, like a lawnmower engine. All
But
right.
your average like mini bike has like a 7.
6.5, a 220cc motor.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Honda engines are really, really dependable, but they are they're expensive. And so companies like Predator, Tillotson, and I think there's another one, but I'm not sure. They took the Honda design and did it a little differently, but it's so similar. Everybody just calls them Honda clones.
Yeah.
And Predator is the company that pretty much puts their engines are all out in Harbor Freight, places like that.
Yeah, I was going to say the Predator is the Harbor Freight, like the generators.
Right.
That's the Predator. Okay.
Right. Well, it's just a really good design motor, and they're good built. But the 670 is the biggest engine you can get. See, the smallest one is like a 180. Then you have your Predator 220 or 212, which is a 212cc. Then you have a 420, and then you have the 670. And the 670 is a V-twin, like what's on a motorcycle. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's gnarly. It's a torque monster. It's got like 50 horsepower out of the box.
Yeah.
And I mean, 50 horsepower with a V-twin is insane.
So how many HPs does it have after it goes through Tommy's shop? That's what I want to know.
Well, I'm sure they're going to put exhaust on it because they want it to sound loud because they don't have anything with stock exhaust. By the time you open up the air, they don't really have any kind of bolt-ons yet. As far as like extreme performance, like internals, which I doubt they do all that. You might slap on a couple Mikuni carburetors, maybe. That's if you want to get into that because you got to buy like a special adapter plate.
Yeah.
You could get a Mikuni carburetor. You could do that kind of stuff, and you might get 60 horsepower out of it. Exhaust.
Or a golf cart, he'll ride a Willie.
Oh my gosh!
Don't forget, every sticker adds 5 horsepower. Every sticker adds 5 horsepower.
Oh, yeah, but exhaust and intake are probably the two easiest things, and that's probably what they'll do: air intake and exhaust.
Yeah.
And then Tommy's over there with the nitrous bottle.
I wouldn't suggest putting that through nitrous.
But I bet you he'd do it.
You put a glass pack on that thing, so it's.
They'll just do straight pipes.
Yep.
He put nitrous on that thing, and he'll send a piston to outer space.
Mm-hmm.
But not before burning your assless chaps.
Well, see, when we were kids, we had.
It won't get hot enough to burn.
See, when we were kids, we used to have golf carts like crazy, just for toys.
Mm-hmm.
We had a 3-wheel golf cart, and for enjoyment, we would roll it.
Dude, look at this little bad boy, man. That's a Predator 212 right there. I bet that sucker would fly.
Let me see if you can pull up a picture of a Predator 670 so you can see the comparison.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me.
Since it's the Thanksgiving show, what really good sides are you guys going to make?
I'm making deep fried turkeys.
Right, but what kind of sides? What do you normally eat with that?
I'm not allowed to cook usually, unless it's bacon or hot dogs. I'm not a very good cook.
That explains all the bacon.
That's a Predator.
There's your factory Predator right out of the box. About $800.
Yep.
I wonder if I'd play well with my Craftsman lawnmower.
Yes, it will, because they have a horizontal shaft.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to drill into the ground or what? I mean, you cutting grass, or are you trying to make a bunker?
No, I'm trying to get something that make it go faster so that when I take it to 7-Eleven to, go get some coffee or a soda pop, it doesn't take as long.
You would definitely
your
get there
lawnmower.
faster.
On my lawnmower. I live in a county, man. Yes, on a
Nice.
lawnmower.
We used to have a guy that used to go to Awful Arthur's on a tractor. It was hilarious.
I've seen we've actually got people that'll take the golf cart up the road to the gas station and whatnot.
We're allowed to in Salem.
It's about 4 blocks away.
Here's your 22 horsepower vertical shaft. It's a 708. A 708 V twin for a riding lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
That is ridiculous.
And I'm just a crazy enough kind of guy to do it. I mean, I do got a 6-foot mannequin down here going, you should do that.
But now here's your it's a 79cc, 3 horsepower is the smallest. There's your 212. But for like $5 more, you get like half the motor or double the motor.
Right.
I mean, why wouldn't you just pay the $5 and get your and get the bigger motor?
Exactly.
I agree.
Then you have your 301cc, 8 horsepower, 13 horsepower, 420, and then you got your 22 horsepower, 670. That thing is a friggin' beast too. Let's see. All right, sorry, Cars and Coffee, but we're gonna show your stuff because we want to show how loud
This is
these
man
motors
talk.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, it's free advertisement. They shouldn't complain. We gave them the name.
Mm-hmm. We're trying to get people to buy your shit. Be happy. 'Cause I got a Craftsman lawnmower that needs a motor.
Look at this boy, man.
Hell yeah. My Craftsman.
Motors on that one?
He is smoking the tires in the air.
Here's the thing. I thought you're going to hook this thing up to one of those push mowers.
No. I'm talking about
And
a
I'm
yard.
like, how the hell are you going to ride that?
Yeah. No. A yard.
That's how you tell you how much of a city slicker I am.
I know. You damn prime city slicker, you.
Oh, we're rednecks. We're putting on stuff we can ride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sold. I want to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, that's probably good.
This will be awesome.
Let me get the fuel. Go for
it. Dude.
Like they say, it's not how well you mow fast, it's how fast you mow.
Yeah.
You see, everybody makes fun of like redneck technology, but that shit's been bailing us out for the last 240 years. America.
Tommy, you guys got to put that exhaust on your mower.
Yeah.
Because that thing sounds wicked. This dude's giggling like a schoolgirl.
I don't see anybody in Connecticut or, frickin' New Jersey doing this shit. It's all redneck technology. America.
How well does it mow?
Well, there's no mowing deck, so.
That's right. So, that's not the appeal.
Dude, I'd be so scared. That thing's so sketchy.
Dude's got like 27 little cams on his thing.
He's just throwing grass.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it do a wheelie from this camera. Did he catch gnarly?
the way he is mowing the grass, he's flattening it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind that you use to have the pole behind you to pick up the leaves. That's what that is right there.
Be a hell of a tiller.
33-second lap. It's the 4th. Dude, that's so rad. Dude, that's so rad.
Does that thing have a tow hitch on the back?
Yeah.
Nice.
Tommy, man, you better show this to your dad.
See, it hit the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Look at drug the trailer.
Yeah,
Look at the.
that's
look at
some
the
fun
mark in
right
the
there.
driveway.
That's some total fun.
It might have like a 20 horsepower motor in it to begin with.
What they forget about people from the East Coast is we try to find any way to make any chore fun.
Right.
That's a big secret, you know. You guys are making terrible jobs fun, more fun to do it.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You go to the West, if they get stuck in the mud, they get upset. We call it a mud bog. And we have fun.
Yeah, we just bore it.
I love it.
Congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Playing it.
Dude, that is just rad.
Okay, not to get politics or nothing like that, but could you imagine? I don't believe everybody's saying there's going to be a civil war. I don't believe it would be. But could you imagine the stuff that would come out of it?
Could you imagine a civil war
side.
on riding lawnmowers like that? That would be so much fun.
Right. Yeah,
Jousting.
but could you imagine them riding lawnmowers like that with shotguns and stuff trying to go towards into battle? I mean, it would be the most funniest but scariest thing you've ever seen in your life at the same time. You'd even have people trying to make helicopters.
Yeah, well, if you got these little secret weapons in the South and everything that they don't know about, yeah, the South will rise again. Can you imagine hearing that thing coming down the road? You don't see it.
That's a
Yeah, you don't see the
670.
fire blowing out of this exhaust, man.
Dude, I just seen a
Very
flame
much
come out.
So when it gets back to the shop, Seth, we'll have
Yo.
to ride it around the parking lot.
Oh, you are
Just
daggone
wouldn't
right.
believe how loud this thing is.
It's pretty loud. Oh, it's
Dude, that's wild.
That is awesome.
Oh, well, you gents want to call it a night?
The fun that can and will be had by us.
I think it's about that time.
All right. Well, we don't have an exit because Tommy hasn't made one yet.
Oh, we don't have an exit. Sure,
Yeah.
we do. Exit
With
stage
the
left.
last one. Exit stage left, rush 2112.
Mhm.
Well, usually, I mean, I've been asking for a like an exit.
I'm
Like-
working on it.
I know you are.
The
I
last
love
one
you,
was
buddy.
badass.
You're such a good free worker.
My problem is if I feel like it's crap, I scrap it.
I know. But
You got to use
Anyway.
the basis of the first one to make the second one. The first one will always have some
it doesn't need to be
surprising
a
little
countdown.
ideas.
Just a thanks for watching. Here's our email. Here's our Twitter. Here's our Parler. Here's our Twitch. Here's our Facebook.
Yep.
You know, all that stuff. That'd be cool. But you know, whenever, that's fine.
Here's our passwords.
Yeah. So, anybody have anything to say before we take off?
I'd like to wish everyone an upcoming happy Thanksgiving. That we have a great time together, despite what the gov says. Have fun.
It's going to be
enjoy
funny
yourself.
when we tell our grandchildren, yeah, we were rebel. We celebrated Thanksgiving.
Yeah, woohoo!
Yeah.
Remember, ladies, the men love it when you play with their giblets.
Yeah, giddy.
Hey, everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube, we're on Periscope, so we're on Twitter.
Yeah.
When you are out and about on Black Friday shopping, make sure your phone is like this. Okay, when you're recording people fighting,
Yeah.
just do us all a favor.
Don't do it like the new Abraham Lincoln does, and he turns his phone backwards.
Well, whatever. No, I'm just saying keep it horizontal.
Keep it, yeah.
So
keep it in recording.
We get the good picture. Don't do it like this and make it be all kind of dumb and narrow.
Because that's a crime right there.
Hold it this way.
Horizontal.
Not this way. You get more
Landscape,
video this
not
way.
portrait.
Yeah.
Because that's a crime in itself.
Yep.
So, everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Hang out with your family.
Yep.
See what's really important in this life, and that's family, love, togetherness.
Not to get super duper sappy, but this will be the first Thanksgiving without a member of my family. I don't know about you guys. So take pictures of your family, you know. Spend time. Don't look at your phone. Don't be on your phone unless you're taking pictures of other people. You know,
Boom.
like take pictures of your mom and dad together, of you and your dad, of you and your mom, or you and your son or daughter, or cousins, or whatever. Enjoy it. Make sure you take plenty of pictures.
That's
Just
right.
everybody out there in Facebook world and YouTube land, make sure to document and stuff, because I remember it's coming up on 3 years and soon. I lost a best friend of mine, and I had to dig all the way back to high school to find pictures of me and him together. And I was like, well, that sucks, man. Like we had so many fun times, but just none of us took pictures of it. So
on a lighter note,
Yes, you're exactly right.
on a lighter note, don't call it Thanksgiving, call it turkey protesting.
no,
It'll be good.
call it a turkey funeral, so that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a funeral and inviting 30 of my friends and family, because if you have Thanksgiving, you can only have 6.
Yeah.
So if you have a funeral, you can go up to 30 people.
Well, what
That
about a
turkey
toga
will
party?
be remembered.
Tell them
Exactly.
we're having a toga party. There's no restrictions on a toga party.
We're
If
having
you're
a
having a
redneck
turkey
shindig,
protest,
and they're nobody's coming up where I live.
you get them at 200 yards.
So, anyway, all right, folks, you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a great night, and we will be live tomorrow morning with coffee and gaming. And we'll be on Twitch.
What are you playing?
Probably Watch Dogs, just because I haven't checked to make sure anything else is updated and ready to go.
Gotcha. Always good to plug what you're playing. Giggity.
That's true. All right, folks, have a good one. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.